Hi. Remember how I said before in the introduction to this class that one misconception with manifesting is that we think about it, we visualize, and then we sit back and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for that desire, that person, that opportunity to magically show up. And it's a misconception because we are responsible for co-creating our desire with the universe, right? And what does that look like? Well, in this step of manifesting your dream partner, that looks like taking inspired action. Yes, action is part of manifesting, right? We have to show up and create opportunities for the universe to deliver us our desire. So, there's a chance, a teeny tiny chance, that the person that you're desiring to meet could come knocking at your door. Perhaps it's a delivery person. Perhaps it's someone who, needs to stop in and, I don't know, I was going to say use a phone, but we have cell phones these days. But much, much, much more likely, you are going to meet this person by showing up and creating the opportunities to have that experience, right? And there are hundreds, thousands of ways that you could meet someone. And I can tell you, as a dating coach who has supported hundreds of clients over the years in finding and creating their dream relationship, that can happen in a million ways online. It can happen in a million ways offline. It can happen in surprising ways. It could happen in mundane ways, like at the grocery store. It could happen with someone that you have known for a while and never looked at that way. It could happen any which way. There's no right or wrong. So the point here is the more inspired action you take to show up, to create possibility, right? The more opportunities you'll have to find that dream connection. Now, why do I say inspired action? Well, you probably have some ideas when it comes to dating of either what you've always done. Maybe you already have some kind of routine ways that you meet people. Perhaps that looks like swiping on a dating app. Perhaps that looks like going out now and then, right? And you may also have some ideas of how you should be meeting people, how you should create opportunities to meet someone. So maybe you've avoided using dating apps. In the back of your mind, you think, I know I should be on an app. People tell me that's a good way to meet someone, right? But do those really feel exciting when it comes to the shoulds and when it comes to the routines of what we've already been doing? Listen, those could totally work. You might absolutely meet someone in one of those ways. But the energy of manifesting our desire is that of excitement, hopefulness, joy, and inspiration. So consider this word inspired action, right? Consider that we get tons of hits of inspiration here and there. We just often don't listen to them. So maybe we think to ourselves, oh, that event that my friend mentioned, that sounds interesting to go to. And then we kind of talk ourselves out of it. Maybe it's outside of our comfort zone, or maybe we just don't think there'd be anyone there that would be a fit for us, or we're busy or we're tired, right? We don't follow through on those hits of inspiration. Or maybe we're out in the world and we see someone that we are drawn to, and we feel that little twinge of inspiration to go and say hello. And we don't follow through because we're nervous, or we don't want to get rejected, or we don't want to bother someone, right? So you could choose to make a commitment to yourself right now to follow those pings of inspiration, to mix it up. Try some new ways of putting yourself out there or connecting with people, knowing that those pings might very well be coming from a place outside of yourself, coming from the universe or your higher power saying, hey, head over there. Hey, check this out. And know that it's not, following inspired action isn't about, okay, that means if I follow that, the person that I'm looking for is going to be waiting there. It's possible. It's also possible that you follow that inspiration and you meet someone who has a friend that they want to introduce you to. Or you meet someone who invites you to something else that you get involved in, and a few months from now, you meet someone there. Or you meet someone who's just there to support you on your journey in some way. Or you stretch your comfort zone and it helps you to build confidence. And that's the very thing that you need to put yourself out there in a completely different way and meet the person that you are so ready to meet, right? So inspired action is not about the immediate outcome, but rather learning to trust your intuition, showing up, creating more opportunities, more possibilities for connection, and letting the universe guide and inspire you. With this, sit down, pull out a piece of paper, and just start jotting down any ideas that are popping into your mind. How about creative ways to meet someone? Just starting, it doesn't mean you have to follow through on every single one of those, but show your brain that there are plenty of ways to meet someone outside of maybe what you think of as the traditional avenues, right? Creative ways to meet someone. How about writing a list of what you've never tried? Where have you never tried to put yourself out there? How about writing a list of ways you could create connection that feel outside of your comfort zone? Again, when we're willing to step outside of our comfort zone, we create so much more possibility. And it also helps to build that confidence, that empowerment, right? It helps to show ourselves, whoa, I'm really capable of a lot more than I thought. So follow those intuitive hits, say yes to new opportunities, say yes to experiences where it doesn't totally make sense. In other words, right? This is, let's say you're looking for a male partner and you think, well, there's no point in going to this women's event. But again, the connections you create in that community could very well could very well be a stepping stone on your path to your partner, right? Get outside of your comfort zone, mix it up, and let it be fun. If I can leave you with one thing when it comes to taking inspired action, and a key part of the dating recipe that so many of us miss in modern dating, let it be fun.